Part 2 of uploading your game to Steam. So in the first video I talked about setting up a script that builds your game and then moving that script onto a computer somewhere in the cloud on a server, and potentially setting up a system called TeamCity or Jenkins, which then can run your script. So how do you and why do you run your script? So the next step is setting up triggers for running your script. It can be a timer, just like a cron job, or it can be tied to your source control. Now, I have experience with Perforce and Git. So in Perforce, you can set these up so every time you make a change, then TeamCity will realize there is a change and will run whatever scripts that you tell it to. If you enable Git in TeamCity, then you set a timer, and every 5 minutes or so it can check if there was a change. And if the last change it remembers is different from the one coming from the server, it will then get latest and then run your scripts. So that's the role of the build machine in this respect. So at this point, if you set up your source control and you set up TeamCity, then you have automated builds, which then end up in a folder that you can package up, and these are called the artifacts. So if you see TeamCity and you see the word artifact, it simply means that whatever came out of the process, and now you're in a position to do something with it. So you can upload it to, let's say, a Google Cloud bucket and distribute it to your team that way without getting to any sort of external systems. Or this is the point where you can set up Steam integration. I will talk about the steps in the next video.